It's a pleasure to be here and to continue to share information on our mental health. And we will continue in this month to expound more on what we are calling cognitive restructuring, because it is what helps us to develop better ways of thinking, and in turn our thoughts will trigger the emotions we have, and in turn that triggers how we go about and live, and how we talk, and how we interact with other people. So when you think about to restructure something, is to actually change it, get it into a better state, a more functional state, and a state that gives you the satisfaction you are looking for, or the goals that you want. Stop. Let me just use that word, is to stop, is to pause, and to allow yourself to interact with what is going on inside you. How do you do that? Normally, when we are triggered, when something happens, there is an event that happens, and we normally are triggered to think something, but mostly we feel differently. We feel that my mood has changed, something has changed, but usually the mood that has changed is triggered by something that we are thinking about concerning what has just happened. And so you want to pause, because normally when that happens, we just go into reaction mode and we don't think, we just follow the emotion that is triggered. And when I lash out, I'm going to cause much more trouble around me and even within myself. So what I am suggesting is that we stop before we continue. We push the pause button before we continue, so that we can interact and we can get in touch with what is actually happening to us. So another example is when I feel sad. So I have been triggered by either a thought, a memory, or somebody has done something, and I'm triggered to feel sadness. And because the sadness is uncomfortable and I'm not feeling so good, so what do? I immediately go and have a drink. I go get some wine, I go get some beer, or even I smoke, whether it is weed or something else that will transport me away or give me an escape away from what I am feeling. So we are saying that that you stop so that you can interact with the emotions, but more importantly, the emotions can help you identify what is the thought distortion or the automatic negative thought that has triggered the emotion that you are feeling. Now, are we saying that if somebody angers you, feeling angry is a bad thing? No, absolutely not. What we are saying, that you want to feel the anger, you want to sit with it, evaluate it, so that you can decide how you're going to express it, so that you don't create all this havoc that normally you say, I have an anger problem, I have this and that happens to me. We want to have more control over how we feel by looking at how we think, because that thinking is what causes now the havoc that we see around ourselves. You can actually use your emotions to get to the goals that you need. So have a curiosity about why you are feeling the way you are feeling. Ask yourself, what is going on right now with the feelings that I have, so that this curiosity can guide you to be able to know the thinking patterns that you are using at the current time. Now, some of the thinking patterns that we have that cause us to either lash out, escape into maladaptive behaviors or unhealthy coping mechanisms, or even to cause us to hide. You know, sometimes when you have anxiety and you're feeling a fear of the unknown, what happens is that you will start to avoid people, avoid situations, avoid some thoughts, suppress your feelings. You don't want all of that to happen, because that is not healthy for your mental health. So what you want to do is to allow yourself to be curious about the feelings that you have, and then allow that curiosity to guide you to the triggering thoughts that now create those emotions, those negative emotions. And those thoughts can be personal, It can be something is wrong with me. It can be people don't like me. Everybody is against me. It can be all kinds of things. Or even this world is not a good place. There is no need for me to be alive. I am late. People in my age group, they have done all these things and me, I haven't. If you have those kinds of narratives in your mind, then cognitive restructuring is for you. And so you want to stop and you want to be curious and evaluate, why am I feeling the way I'm feeling, or what is going on within me? So until I see you next time, I look forward to hearing from you. Send a comment, tell me what else you would like to hear, and also subscribe to the channel, tell your friends about it, so that we can continue to help as many people as we can to experience good mental health. And until I see you again, continue to live by design.